You okay?
You know I'm screwed, don't you? If I haven't got this licence.
Is that definite then, or what?
That interfering cow!
Dad. Got anything nice? Just stick it in that far corner.
Right, I'm just off to get some paint.
What? Right, okay.
See you in a bit.
See ya.
You're still going ahead with this?
I don't know what's going on. These fridges have turned up. I don't know whether to take them in, send them back.
What have we spoken to him since last
I
night?
saw him for 1 minute this morning. I couldn't get any sense out of him. He's that gutted.
So...
And you catch a crook and you get suspended.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I actually feel sorry for her.
Sorry for who?
Kirst says she's been suspended.
Why?
All that snooping she did on that counsellor. Apparently, she was out of order.
Results.
Right, Tommy.
What? Is her interfering that screwed my dad?
Your dad's a criminal.
Yeah, well, so are you now, apparently. Join the club.
Now, I don't think it's the right time, Tommy.
What? Am I supposed to feel sorry for her? I'm glad it's happened. In fact, I hope he gets sacked altogether.
I've got a baby on the way.
Tough. Should have thought about that before you started poking your nose in other
Right,
people's
Tommy,
business.
leave it.
If anyone's to blame for this, it's your dad.
This is the most desperate thing I've ever heard in my life.
Right, let's go.
Well, he's having a go at me like this.
Well, arguing's not going to get us anywhere, and we don't want another fight.
Well, I'm hardly going to win if you don't back me up, am I?
You're only getting yourself upset.
Might as well go.
I suppose that's my fault as well, is it? Her walking all over you as usual.
That was a bit hard.
Oh, she gets what she deserves. Dad, where the hell have you been? Thanks for disappearing.
I called you, didn't I?
Are you doing a runner?
Tommy, it's finished, OK?
And you didn't know this council was bent?
I knew nothing about what he was up to. I'd never have got into bed with him if I had. It's because of him that the club's gone south, taking all my money with it.
And you weren't in on it? Dad, this is important to me.
I swear on my mother's ashes. I wouldn't lie to you, son. I was naive. I thought, he's a counsellor. These are people you can trust. How wrong can your flaming be, eh?
OK. I believe you.
And now I'm broke. But I don't know what I'm going to do.
Going somewhere, Terry?
30 quid in the wallet.
Nothing in a suitcase. We have fallen on hard times.
I've just lost everything in a nightclub project.
Yeah.
It's true. You're going to have to wait.
We've waited long enough.
Just give us a couple more months.
He wants his money at close of play tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Or things are really going to get ugly.
Do you get me drift?
I'll get you the money.
Who's he?
I'm your son.
My condolences.
Don't you lay a finger on him!
We're hardly going to do that if he's got the money, are we?
But I'll get you it tomorrow.
Why should we believe you if you're a chip off the old block?
Look, I'm not lying. I promise.
OK. Don't do anything stupid, though, like running away. Because we'll find you. We'll find you as well. Come on.
I can't let you do this.
You've got no option.
This is my mess.
Yeah, and you're my dad.
You can't pay for my mistakes.
How much do they want?
10 grand.
10 grand?
I've told you, it's not your problem.
Why didn't you tell me you borrowed all this?
It's what you do when you start up in business.
Well, can't you sell the Beamer?
It's on a lease. I don't own it.
And if they don't get the money?
Who knows?
Dad, just tell me, what will they do to you?
The last bloke who couldn't pay ended up in hospital for 3 months.
Well, that's a no-brainer. I've got to give him it.
Only if you're certain.
Yeah, I am.
I'll pay you back.
You better.
Come here. You're a son in a million.
Right, we'll have to do a big shop later. We can't keep nipping in there every time we run out.
Are we going to get a chance to do that?
After we go to the bank.
Bank?
Yeah, and I told you. Booked us another appointment at the bank later.
What? About a mortgage?
No, about eyelash extensions, Tommy.
Well, I don't know, do I? Can't read your mind.
Tommy, you met them last week. We need to follow it up. You need to strike while the iron's hot. We need to invest our money wisely. It makes sense. You know it makes sense.
Here's your tea, Tommy, love.
There we go.
Is it all right if we sit down, love? Only, there's not going to be any strip joint now, so, you know.
You're welcome back.
Hey, we might as well have something to eat, lads. I mean, we've got no work on, have we, so...
Nope. No work till further notice.
Yeah, tell me about it.
He just did.
All right. I'm going to speak to my dad later.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. When you do see Daddy Dearest, make sure you don't come back on these cobbles without A, the man himself, or B, the dosh. You got that?
Hey, don't be so hard on him. All I can't help who his dad is.
I'm sure you won't let us down, mate.
Of course I won't.
Well, jog on, then. We'll be waiting.
Inside.
Did you get it? Did you get the money?
Yeah, of course I did.
There you go, mate. Should all be there. It's all there, right? 10 grand. Yeah.
Don't ever do that to me again. Next time, I might not be so nice.
I knew you wouldn't let me down. And I swear I will never let you down again. You get me? Haven't left you short of her.
I sold the camper van last week for 200 quid, so, yeah, I'm a millionaire.
Where have you been? I've been texting you.
Sorry, babe.
All right, see?
Nah, it's Tina.
Bevy, darling.
No, will you get your hands off me, please?
I'm not trying out.
Come on, look lively. We've got a meeting with the bank.
We're practically related.
I'm gonna go home and get changed. I'm sorry, this is important. Well, come on.
Look, it's just...
What?
There's no point.
There's every point. But we're gonna invest this money wisely. Come on, it's just a change of shirt and some shoes. You still wear your jeans.
Tina.
What?
The money.
What about it?
Spit it out, lad. It's like pulling teeth.
There is none.
You want about?
Gave it all to me dad.
You did what?
And we'll be back in Coronation Street in half an hour.
So what you're telling me is we've lost the flat. Or
never
any
had the
chance
flat.
of us getting a mortgage?
No.
You've given the cash to him.
Len.
With interest.
With no deposit.
It's a couple of weeks, Tina. That flat's been on the market longer than I've even lived here.
You can see why, to be
You're
honest.
messing Jason round again.
What's a couple of weeks?
Why didn't you talk to me first?
Be fair, it's a lad's inheritance.
Was.
It's up to him to decide what he does with it.
Pour it down the drain.
Now.
Where are you going?
I am going home to cancel our appointment with the bank.
Postpone. He's gonna pay me back.
With interest.
Muppet.
Don't call me a muppet.
Leave it, son.
If it'd been your dad, he'd have given him the shirt off your back.
Big difference. My dad loved me. He didn't want to know you until he found out you had money. Grow up, Tommy. He's playing like a fiddle and you still can't see it. Sorry it's so short notice. We've been going through the figures and I've realised that I'm kidding myself. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Bye.
A disappointed woman. It's the worst sight in the world.
You'd know. Where's Tommy?
Rita collared him. Something to do with the wheelie bins. Why do you think I come here, Tina? To this street, when I could have picked from 20 other venues.
I'm more interested in when you're going.
I've got stuff to prove. To them and to Tommy.
You didn't come here for Tommy.
No,
You thought he was in Blackpool.
he wasn't part of the plan, you're right.
I'll last. At last, the honest truth.
Not until seventh heaven was in profit and eighth heaven was on the way. I was going to tip up on his grandma's doorstep with a brand new Beamer.
Yeah, well, I was going to model for Armani.
The number plate's on order. You can check. TD2.
Oh, short for, Total Dreamer.
Laugh all you want. You, Tyrone, the Barlows, me dad if he's watching. But I'll do it. It might not be this year, it might not even be next. But I'll make that lad proud to call me dad.
You didn't shut the door.
Can't do anything right. I'll get off. You two have got a party to go to.
No, there's no rush. Here's the tea.
Well, I better dig out my dancing shoes then.
Son,
You don't need to say any more.
I've grown up. I just wish that they'd let me prove it.
You have. You could have left by now. Left TD2 to deal with the loan sharks, but you didn't. That's grown up enough for me.
Take a leave, please believe it's we never gonna be respect. What?
Now,
What's he smirking at?
I'm not smirking. It's just that you reminded me of someone, that's all. Cheers. Have a good one.
Why don't you come with us?
After the day I've had, no, I turned a lager bitter. No, I need a quiet one tonight. Get me head together, you know what I mean?
Where you staying?
I got a place.
Where?
Oak Hill Way.
His car. He's sleeping in his car.
No, I'm not.
No way. No, well, we've got a couch you can crash on. But he can't sleep rough, tell him.
Thanks, son, but you've done enough.
Who'd she remind you of?
It's when she came out singing. With her hair up like that. It was Lisa all over. You don't remember your mum, do you?
No one ever talks about her.
I'm sorry.
Hey, you staying here tonight? No arguments.
Cheers, nice one.
Would you stop eyeing Jason up? You get enough chance to do that,
I'm not eyeing him up. I'm thinking.
About what? His six-pack?
No, about his flat and his new tenant.
Tenant?
That you're gonna have to tell him. I mean, it was your deposit for the mortgage and Terry's your dad.
He's only staying one night, 2 tops.
And before you know it, it turns into a month. Is he paying rent?
Will you chill out? It's not a big deal.
All right, we'll see if Jason thinks it's no big deal, shall we? Go on, tell him. Fess up. I mean, you can't disguise it. He's going to see Terry lying on the couch when he gets in.
All right, look, I'm going to do it now.
Go on then, go. Quick.
Yes, Tommy, this is Jamie Lee. Jamie Lee here, Models Lingerie.
Nice to meet you, Jamie Lee.
Hey, you won't believe this. The dad's name's Kevin, the mum's name's Sally, and the sister is a lesbian.
Mate, this is destiny.
Big time, I know.
I feel tight.
He's in no mood to talk shop.
I told you to grab him earlier.
He's loved up with some bird who models knickers.
Oh.
But he'll be staying at hers. I'll tell him about it.
Oh, you better.
Your choice.
T, this is a party. Can we not just forget all the aggro for a few hours? Look, we're the lucky ones. We didn't nearly get our heads kicked in.
Yeah, but what if those meatheads would have turned on you, eh?
Look, my dad wouldn't let that happen. He's changed. He put his heart and soul and every penny into that club. And what's he got to show for it, eh?
Diddly squat.
Even you must feel a little bit sorry for him.
You're making me out to be a monster. I'm watching your back, that's all.
He didn't con me. I offered him the money and he took it because he's desperate. Still, this lot will be happy. He'll be putting up the flags when the word spreads.
Well, it's not like they're going to put a foot wrong. I mean, you can't turn round for gamblers and cheats.
Sacked coppers.
Losers. Makes your dad look like a hotshot. Duncan flipping banners there.
I'm out. Except he's in, isn't he? All on his own. Let's go back and get him.
Give them all a giggle.
He's got to face him at some point. And if anyone laughs, they'll have me to deal with. Besides, he's a Duckworth. Bouncing back. It's in the blood.
All right, what do you want? I've told you, What I paid you today, it's empty me out. Yeah, look, I don't know, a couple of weeks. What? A couple of days, then? Yes. I've got a plan. I know a geezer who can bail me out. He owes me from way back. I will.
You're always starving. You got it.
Oh, there you are. Tina thought you'd done a runner.
No, I didn't.
We just come to see if you fancy a beer.
Got one.
No, I mean a proper beer in the pub.
Show them what you're made of.
I've got cash.
It's not that. Go on then, I will.
How did that get there?
We just figured that seeing as though you're going to be around for a while.
They might as well get used to seeing me. Nice one, son. Nice one. Don't mind if I do.
You can stay as long as you like.
Have you slept on that sofa? It's what gave the hunchback of Notre Dame the hump.
Where would you go?
I've got mates. One or two are still alive and not banged up. I'll sort something. Hey, well, listen, you two. I'm going to pay you back. Soon as.
Oh, you better add. And we need to tell Jason that we can't buy the flat.
Oh, yeah, and I've got to get a job.
Hey, we Duckworths were never afraid of a bit of hard graft.
All right, guys. How's it going? Yeah, I was last night.
Let me guess. Blonde, so high, and a bit too much fake tan.
What can I say? I got lucky.
Oh. Well, sorry, Jace. Your luck's just about to run out.
You can't buy the flat, mate.
Nice motor, that. What time?
Look, I am sorry for messing you about, you know.
Yeah, I remember when me and you had big plans for that flat.
Yeah, I remember.
Turned into a nightmare, didn't it?
I do want to buy the flat one day, you know. It's got good memories for me. My dad fitted the kitchen.
Yeah, well, it looks like I'm not going to find a buyer anytime soon, so you better start saving.
All right, see you later.
See ya.
Tommy Duckworth?
Yeah?
Is your dad in?
Yeah, but Hey, where do you think you're going?
Ah, the elusive Terry Duckworth. It's not been easy tracking you down. If I didn't know better, I'd say you're trying to avoid me.
Who's this?
I want to know the same thing.
Father and son, is it?
You're in my flat, who are you?
I'm your new best friend.
Do you know this bloke?
Never seen him before.
You borrowed an awful lot of money to set up your lap dancing club. I'm here to collect.
We paid it.
We? All like that. Very honourable. The debts of the father are honoured by the son. I'm going to enjoy working with you.
You deaf? We paid it back, end of, now get out.
I don't think he knows how deep you're in.
Listen, pal. I don't know who you are or what you want, but you're not getting any money out of me.
Who's this?
Put that down.
This girl? It's your girlfriend?
You're in the wrong place, OK? Now, I've asked you nicely. Get out of my flat.
I never leave empty-handed.
What's he on? You can sing for it. You're not getting a penny out of me.
You borrow money, you pay it back.
We paid it.
Does he know how much you owe?
This joker's beginning to get on my wick.
All right, come on. I've had enough now. Get out.
You don't seem to have grasped the nature of our relationship. I'm the one who makes the threats.
I'm sorry, but I'm ending this relationship right now.
You heard him. Get out!
You're making a big mistake.
You want to walk down them stairs? Or should we call you an ambulance?
Result. Dad?
I have to get away soon as.
You what? No.
He'll be back.
Nah, he was just pushing his luck.
In fact, I should go now.
Dad, no way. We paid the debt.
We only paid half. I still owe 9 grand.
9?
And when you owe money you don't have, there's only one thing to do. Run.
You are not running away from this.
You don't know what these people are like.
I paid 10 grand for you. And you owe me an all. You're my dad, and I want you here.
With or without kneecaps.
What if you paid them back?
I can't pay them back. That's why I've got to get out of here pronto.
You've still got the club.
The club's dead. Let it go.
Yeah, but we could still open. but with music, not competing with the bistro, you know, make it younger, more student-y.
We'd never get a licence.
But we don't know if we don't try. If we get that club up and running, we'd have money coming in, then you could pay off the debt.
What about Tina? I already blew your inheritance. How's she going to feel about you working for nothing to pay off even more of me debts?
You leave Tina to me. All I'm asking is that you give it a chance. Let's work together to get out of this. Besides, how fast can you run? I'll catch you in 10 seconds.
Listen to this. I've just had the best idea.
I feel like I'm on The Apprentice.
Why don't we try and open our own club? You know, small, cosy, a few new bands, local bands, and like maybe a comedy night.
Now that is creepy.
What?
I just had exactly the same idea.
Students don't spend money.
They do now. You have to be minted to afford to go uni these days.
It's small time. It'd be ages before we made any serious money.
Yeah, but it'd be an adventure. It'd be our business, all three of us.
Oh, I like this. I like this a lot.
I've still got a few £100 left from the inheritance. Can't think of anything better to invest in. There's a warehouse on Corporation Road that recycles furniture. We could get loads of tables and chairs from there dead cheap. We've already got a stage, right? If we book the right bands, we'll bring the audience with them.
Where do you get your energy from?
I'm young. Do you remember being young?
Not really.
You're not leaving us. Well, we're just kind of knocking round a few ideas. I just wanted to know how much notice I'd have to give you.
5 years.
Seriously?
Seriously. I don't want to lose you, Tina.
But it's just a late night thing, students. There'd be no competition with the Rovers.
Well, listen, son. You don't need me on this club thing. I'm an old geezer. Let me go, eh? I could skip the country.
No way. We need you. But you know about how to run a business, and you need this even more than we do.
I don't need to give notice. I could start working straight away.
We're going down to that warehouse on Corporation Road, check out some tables and chairs.
The recycle place?
Mm-hmm. Dad's going to try and cut us a deal.
Well, please, may I have the keys? I'd like to get a feel of the place on my break.
Why not, eh?
Thank you.
Hey, how great is this?
I know. Come here. See ya.
Bye.
How much?
Hiya. I've got so many great plans for this place.
Glad to hear it. Your family were always full of brilliant plans. Shame they all ended up dead in the water.
You.
As soon as I drove down this street, I just had this strong sense of deja vu. And then suddenly it all came back to me. Joe McIntyre, the man with the big plan.
The only reason my dad did what he did was because he was scared of you. He was running away from you.
Did I force him to borrow money?
You hounded him! You terrified the life out of him! You killed him.
Now you're being melodramatic.
I'm not frightened of you. You take one more step towards me. Tommy?
Sorry to disappoint.
It's all cleared outside.
She's been threatening me. Can you believe that?
Bad idea. Very bad idea.
What do you want? Hmm? Why are you here?
I'm here for Tommy.
Tommy?
Didn't he mention me? He's very uncooperative in your flat today. By the way, you do make a very lovely couple.
You were in our flat.
Oh, yes. Terry Duckworth still owes me 9 grand. And your boyfriend thinks he's a hard man. First your dad, now your boyfriend. Seems to me like you just can't resist getting involved with losers.
Get off! Who are these nutters?
My glamorous assistants? It's all right, lads. Think I can handle one girl? Even if she is feisty.
Very feisty. Cute, though, eh?
Come on, Tina. You know how I operate. The debtor doesn't pay. The debt's passed to relatives, friends, girlfriends.
I don't owe you a penny. Tommy doesn't. You know what? This is harassment. I'm calling the police.
Here we go. You should take all this negative energy and channel it into persuading your boyfriend and his dad into coughing up what they owe.
Get out of my face.
Hey! What's going on?
You tell me.
I'm just saying hello to an old friend.
Oh, what?
Me and Tina go way back. Don't we, T?
Is that true?
I won't touch him with a barge pole. Yeah, we have met before, and he's a lowlife.
Get your hands off her! This has got nothing to do with her.
Debt collecting is a much maligned profession. The truth is, your dad...
Don't you dare say his name.
Your dad was a bad kitchen fitter, a bad debtor.
Right.
Gently, boys.
Yeah, that's not what you usually say.
Yeah, what's going to him?
If you touch her again, I sweat.
I've had enough. This is private property.
Glad we established that. I'll start removing your goods and chattels.
There's nothing of any value here. Now, out!
Lucky for you, I've got a 2 o'clock in Cheadle.
11 tube.
Is it?
It is. He's right.
But I want my money, and I will be back. Ask Tina. She knows how persistent I am.
Are you okay?
Why didn't you tell me you had money to him? I thought your debt was clear.
It's my fault.
Get out, man.
It's...
You don't books me. We've been together less than a month and you're already lying to me.
I'm sorry.
What future have we got, Tommy?
A long, happy...
If I can't trust you.
See, I was going to tell you, but I didn't want to worry you.
So instead, I get the nastiest surprise in my life. Him.
I've only just found out what's going on myself. See, I was going to talk to you.
Is it true what he says? You and Terry owe him money. Answer me!
Yes.
£9,000. Where is he anyway?
Says he's got a meeting. Look, I thought we'd cleared his debts. Turns out the money we bailed him out with wasn't enough. Still owes a load more.
You do know who this man is?
Yeah? He's a loan shark.
He's the man who drove my dad to his death. I'm not exaggerating. Okay, my dad was in trouble before Rick came along, but he was keeping his head above water. Just. He was manageable.
And?
Rick tipped him up over the edge. He hounded him. He got so desperate to get Rick off his back, he'd do anything. And I mean anything.
He came to see me and my dad. He can't ask for you.
My dad's debts had nothing to do with me or Jason. It didn't stop him.
Jason?
He scared the life out of us. And just seeing him again has brought it all flooding back.
I can't believe he's back in my life.
There's a difference.
What?
I'm here now. And I won't let anything happen to you.
See? You're making a massive mistake already.
Why?
You underestimated me.
He's a pathetic loan shark, right? I'm not scared of him. I've met people like him before.
Not like Rick. You don't know what he's capable of, Tommy.
He's already crossed the line.
I can't go through all this again. I can't live in fear.
You don't have to. You've got me.
Right, can you promise me you'll be there? Every second of every day.
Me and my dad will sort this.
You want my advice? Forget the macho stuff. Just cough up.
We don't have the money.
Well, you better get it. Because Rick, he won't just go away. He'll keep coming back until he gets what he wants.
You okay, love?
Yeah? Fine.
You were full of it earlier, now you're gone all quiet.
Sorry.
You had a row with Tommy?
Understatement.
Right, well, that's why he stood at the bar with a face as long as a fiddle. I had a row with Carl earlier. Oh, I feel rotten now.
Just came to see if you're okay.
It's a public place. You can't get me here. But I'm not walking home on my own.
I'll come get you if you want.
So that's how it's going to be. I need an escort wherever I go.
Everything's going to be okay. All right, babe. Promise.
Come on.
What are you doing here on your own?
Licking me wounds. Thinking about what might have been if that idiot Tyrone hadn't stuck his nose into my affairs.
Well, you're obviously sailing pretty close to the wind, Dad.
It's a mess. And I'm sorry that you and Tina got caught up in it. I feel like I can hardly look her in the eye.
No, well, I'll give it a few days. What the hell are we going to do, Dad?
I don't know. Rick's bad news, but he can't get blood out of a stone.
Well, from what Tina was saying, that's his speciality. Her dad owed him money, and things ended up getting so bad that he tried to fake his own death.
Really? I thought about doing that once. That canoeist from Seaton Carew screwed it for all of us.
Yeah, well, you might have to if Rick doesn't get his money.
Can't pay if I'm dead. Maybe that's the best place for me.
Don't be stupid.
I can't see any other way out of this hole, son. Unless I leg it.
Here we go.
I've brought you nothing but trouble since I got here.
Dad, I don't want you to go. I want you to stay and fight.
Have you seen Rick's mates?
Well, I don't mean literally. I mean stay and fight to get out of this mess.
We need to get our hands on a big chunk of money.
Or just get this place up and running. Get the cash tills ringing.
You'll be chucking good money after bad.
This place could be a real gold mine.
This place is a liability. We'd be better off torching it and claiming the insurance.
It's a mad idea.
Okay.
We'd never get away with it.
If you say so.
When I said that Tina's dad tried to fake his own death, it didn't end well. He died.
That is taking things a bit far.
Gail got done for his murder, and there was no payout.
All right, it's a stupid idea.
But a place like this gets burnt down. They don't just send a check. They send a forensics team down to comb the scene.
Okay, but there are people that make fraudulent claims and get away with it.
Like who?
Me. When I was in the motor trade, I torched a car. They sent me a check for $2,000 a week later. No, you're right. It's a terrible idea. Let's think of another way to make a shed load of money fast.
Hang on, you just literally torched the car?
Yep.
And he paid out without asking any questions?
If some tramp decided to kip here, lit a fire to keep warm, fell asleep, there are all these paint thinners and stuff that are highly flammable.
No, look, it's insane.
Okay, but if it did actually happen, we are insured. We get paid out. All our problems would be solved.
Serious about needing an escort.
Yeah, well, I was serious about protecting you.
So I'll be chaperoned everywhere I go now, will
That
I?
won't be necessary once we've paid Rick off.
When will that be?
Sooner than you think.
What, you got the money?
No, but we think we've found a way of getting the money.
A legal way?
Tina, we're desperate.
I take that as a no now, Sean.
We're gonna torch Seven Heaven.
You what?
For the insurance money.
Pick our moment when it's nice and quiet. It'll be a cinch.
You remind me more of my dad every day.
I didn't want to tell you because I know you won't agree, but you'll never be able to accuse me of lying or hiding the truth from you again.
But I'll accuse you of being a narcissist.
We've racked our brains. If there was another way, we'd do it, but there isn't. We need money fast.
No, you can't be so stupid.
I've done it before and it worked. The alternative is being hounded by Rick.
What, you want me to help? Stop the passers-by? What?
We'll take care of everything.
By the way, our minds are made up.
See, all I'm asking is, I don't even have the right to ask, but please, don't give us away.
Oh, fine way to treat a guest. Didn't the Ortons teach you out about hospitality?
Who's up my dressing gown?
Sorry, love, I used it.
You've worn my dressing gown.
Well, of course I didn't wear it. I had soap in my eyes. It was the first thing that come to hand that I was 3 parts dried before I noticed.
You've dried yourself with it.
I'll just stick it on the radiator, it'll be right.
Oh, the only place I'm putting that is on an incinerator. You bang out of order. Tommy, tell him.
Well, you're getting out a laughing boy. Look at the face on him.
I'm fine.
No, you're not. You look guilty already and you've done nought. You might as well be carrying a can of petrol and a box of Swan Vestas.
Don't be daft.
I'm not being daft, I'm being careful.
Careful. You're touching your business when it's just gone bump. That's your definition of being careful.
So long as we do it right, nobody can prove anything. But we need to use our heads.
He's using his head. Hopefully he's realised his whole plan's ridiculous.
Well, maybe it is. It's the only plan we've got. Sorry, T.
Look, I've put a gas heater in the unit. You need to move it over to the dust sheets.
I can't listen to this.
Oi, pay attention. You need to make sure that the dust sheets catch fire. Then you walk away and you call me.
Well, where are you going to be?
In the Rovers, where people can see me. Like your missus said, I'm going to be the prime suspect. So I need a cast-iron alibi.
What about my alibi?
Listen, son. I would rather give myself up to Rick and his mates than do anything that would put you at risk. Trust me.
Do you,
It's not just your dressing gown. The other day, I found my last can screwed up in Terry's bedding, and he swears blind he never touched it. Says he never swiped anything of mine, and the whole time, I can smell me aftershave on him. Huh?
You can't trust a word that comes out of his mouth.
Yeah, well, Tommy seems to.
I know. Yeah.
Right, please, love. It's hot out there. Gonna get even hotter, I reckon.
No.
Change that barrel.
That's good of you, thanks.
Anything else you want me to do while I'm here? Cashing up aside.
Look, I said I was sorry, and I meant it. I don't want to keep looking over your shoulder all the time. I want to be able to trust you. It's just going to take time.
Yeah, I know. Don't blame you for jumping to conclusions. Let's just forget it, eh?
Hey, hey, what's the crack over here?
Is there a problem?
Too right there is. I just put a knicker in there and I've got no credits. It's eating it.
Well, that's never happened before.
I don't want a flaming history lesson, love. I want me quid back.
Oh, you, watch your tone.
Oh, what? You gonna make it robbery with violence? I want me pound.
Look, I'll call the company and get them to come and check it over.
You're calling me a liar now? Blimey, this place has gone downhill. Robbed, threatened and insulted, all in the space of 2 minutes.
If you don't like it here,
Might
pal.
be a dive, but it's my local long before you pitched up, pal. I'm going nowhere.
Steady, Norris, what's the rush?
I don't know what's going on, but there's a police car parked at the end of the road. I wonder what they're doing at Eileen.
I'm just relieved it's not the shop.
Will you tell Stella that I've got him a break?
Don't!
What are you trying to do? Give me an heart attack?
Sorry.
T, you've got to get out
No,
of here.
you did. There's a police car over the road.
What?
They haven't come for you, but for a minute I thought they had, and it was the longest minute of my life.
T.
No, I thought I lost you. We would have been finished before we even begun, and it knocked me sick. Look, I can't let that happen.
It won't. Now, you've got to go.
No, look, I don't believe in signs. But if there ever was such a thing, that car was it. Look, if you do this, you'll end up inside. Or worse, if you get in any deeper with Rick. Look, these people, they don't just let go, Tommy.
That's why I've got to do it. I mean, God knows. I don't want to risk what we've
Right,
got.
well, don't.
I've got to. If I don't do this, my dad's either going to go on the run or end up face down in a ditch. Either way, I lose him. For good.
I understand how it feels to be scared for your dad.
Then you know why I've got to do this.
No, I know why I've got to stop you. I've got to do for you what I never got a chance to do for my dad.
This is different.
It's exactly the same. Right down to the same scumbag debt collector. This is just another ridiculous scheme to pay him off. I'm sorry, but he can whistle for his money this time, because there's no way I'm burying someone else I love. I shed enough tears, Tommy.
All right, what if I decide to go ahead then?
Do you really need me to spell that out for you?
You or my dad? Is that what this boils down to? Because if you love me, you wouldn't ask me to make that choice.
Yes, I would. And I am. So what's going to be, Tommy?
For a dive, you seem remarkably attached to this place.
Like I say, I've got history here.
Yeah, so I've heard.
You don't want to listen to gossip, love.
It didn't tell me anything I wouldn't have guessed from looking at you.
I'll take that as a compliment.
I shouldn't. Same again.
Where's Tina?
Good question. She's on a break, but she should have been back half an hour ago. Hey, if you see her, tell her she's wanted back here.
Tommy, I know you're upset, but until you come back with them flaming keys and stuck in here, can't lock the door. So for the 100th time, please get yourself back round here now.
What's going on?
If you come to warm your hands, you'll be disappointed. Today's fire's been cancelled.
What?
You would. Better find yourself another mug.
Where's me lad?
Where he should have stayed, away from you. Managed to talk some sense into him.
Oh, might have known. I knew it was a waste of space.
What you doing?
Put it this way. I ain't toasting crumpets.
You can't, there's people next door in the bistro.
It'll have smoke alarms.
You know what, I'm sorry I can't let you do this.
Hey, listen to me, you interfering little cow. I have enough grief off you for one day. Now you sling your hook and you keep your trap shut. You got it?
That's it. I'm calling the police.
This is none of your business. I'm warning you. Give it me. Tina!
Tommy, I know you're upset, but until you come back with them flaming keys and stuck in here, can't lock the door. So for the 100th time, please get yourself back round here now.
There you are.
I can explain.
Get in here now. What happened?
I couldn't do it.
I'm talking about Tina. I'm in the road was wondering what the hell's going on. I come down here and I find Tina lying on the floor unconscious and you nowhere to be seen.
Oh, no. You phoned an ambulance.
I'm doing it.
Oh, come on, baby.
What
You'll be all
happened?
right.
Where were you?
Okay, you just found her like this.
Baby,
Please don't leave me now.
I'm making
Please, what you gotta do
snappy.
is wake up, please.
Respiratory rate 10 but quite laboured. Airway in situ. Pupils sluggish but reactive.
What does this even mean?
Heart rate 120, BP 100/60, SATs 90%.
What's that?
GCS 8. She's got a small laceration on the back of the head but no signs of trauma.
Let's have a CT scan and bloods. Boyfriend?
Yeah, that's me.
Any idea what happened?
She stubbed her toe. What do you think happened? She banged her head.
Any history of fainting, blacking out?
I don't really know.
And this happened where exactly?
In a club we on a van.
How serious is it, Doctor? How soon will she come round?
Who was it?
It was him.
Who?
It was him. It was Rick.
Rick? What'd he say?
I'm almost frightened to tell you.
Just tell me anyway.
He said your son's next.
He said what?
He said you're next.
Rick did this to Tina. Where is he? I'll kill him.
Steady on, Tonto. What are you doing?
I'm calling the police.
Put that away.
Tell the doctors this wasn't an accident.
Put that away. Cool your jets.
Why should I? Why should I call my jets? The bloke's just called up and told you that he did this.
Tell me you're not that stupid, Tommy.
What can he do that's any worse?
Plenty.
Oh, why didn't you take this out on you or me?
Don't worry, you'll get your turn.
Why do you have to do this?
Because she was there and you weren't. Why do you have to go back on everything we'd agreed, eh? If only you'd done what we'd said, none of this would have happened. What are you thinking?
She talked me out of it.
You had nothing to do with her. Why didn't you ring me?
Look, I stormed off with the keys. But I left her in there for all that time. I didn't even answer my phone.
Don't blame yourself.
I thought you'd go mad.
None of this matters anymore. What matters now is Tina. So let's just pray that she comes through it.
The scan revealed a small bleed on her brain.
Well, that doesn't sound very healthy.
There's no great cause for alarm at the moment, but I'd like to monitor her overnight on ICU. She'll be sedated.
Fantastic.
Would she be okay?
We'll have a better idea in the morning. If there's no deterioration, we can let her wake up and take it from there.
You doctors, eh? Incredible.
Can I see her?
As soon as she's comfortable.
Will somebody be with Tina at all times?
Don't worry, she won't be left alone. She'll have a nurse with her all night.
Lucky Tina, eh?
We'll keep you in the loop.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay.
Well, all sounds positive.
Did it?
Well, she's in the best place, etc., etc.
What are we going to do?
We got no choice. We're going to have to find another way of getting hold of Rick's money.
Maybe I'll take the car to the market.
Now, don't get clever.
Well, what then?
We ask Tyrone.
That's not happening.
You're not borrowing it to buy a car, Tommy. You're borrowing it to save your life.
They've got a baby on the way.
We'll have a funeral on the way if we don't do something soon. Maybe Tyrone can pay for that. Pick you out a nice coffin.
I'm sorry, but I can't.
That money that me dad left him, that was family money. He left everything to Tyrone. I didn't get a penny. Does that sound fair to you?
No.
I'm sorry?
I said no. It doesn't sound fair.
If anybody deserves that money, we do. You do. And you've never needed it more than you do right now. So, forget your pride, forget decency, knock on Tyrone's door tonight, otherwise we're all finished.
Tommy?
Is he in?
How bad is it?
They've kept her sedated overnight, but we'll know more tomorrow. We're just hoping there's no more bleeding on her brain.
Her brain? Is it that serious?
Doctors seem pretty hopeful.
How did it happen?
We don't know. I think she fell. Ty, I need to borrow some money.
What, for a cab fare? Because I'll give you a lift, mate. It's no problem.
No, it's not for cab fare.
What's it for, then?
I can't tell you.
OK, so how much?
9 grand.
What?
I know it's a big ask, but that money that Jack left you still got it?
Well, it's none of your business.
It was my granddad.
Oh, right, so that money's rightfully yours, is it?
No, I just... I need to borrow it short term.
So tell me what it's for.
I can't.
Then I can't help you.
Well,
She had an accident. We think she fell.
you think?
I'm gonna take him back there now.
Okay.
Come on. I'll give you a call later.
Will she be all right?
I don't know.
What are you waiting for? You think I'm going to hand over money without knowing why? Money that I should be spending on cots and pushchairs and those things you throw over your shoulders so they're not sick
All
on
right,
you.
so you don't want to help me? Fine. Let's just go to the hospital.
Right, OK, let's go.
Tina didn't fall. She was attacked by the person we owe money to.
What?
Please.
You and Tina owe money?
No, me and my dad.
Oh, right. What, and I'm guessing it's not the bank manager?
No.
No. So you and Terry lend money off a loan shark and Tina ends up in hospital?
Before you start, it's not my dad's fault.
No, of course it wasn't. Because if he hadn't shown back up in Weatherfield, she'd still be in hospital, wouldn't she?
I don't want to lecture.
No, you just want my money. I warned you so many times. Why should I pick up the pieces?
Because I'm desperate.
Yeah, we'll call the police.
The second that Rick finds out I call the police, I'm finished. We all are. Me, Tina, my dad. Then you can spend your money on my funeral, eh? Pick me out a nice casket. Look, I don't want to risk it. I just want him out of my life.
Well, what about the loan shark?
Any news? No, just the same.
I can tell you're itching to know.
About what?
Don't insult me.
Tyrone's agreed to lend us the money.
Tyrone, what can I say?
How about thank you?
Put it there.
No, I'd rather not.
No, and I've told him what it's for, so there's no need to pretend.
Like giving you lunch to the school bully, Ty.
Well, I never gave 9 grand to the school bully. I don't know about you.
I was a school bully.
That's my boy.
Nobody says anything to Kirsty, right?
Of course not. Tell women nothing.
We'll start paying you back immediately.
Good, because I'm going to need it.
Yeah, he's got to buy cots and prams and everything.
I understand.
Do you?
It goes to the bank in the morning as soon as he can.
Tyrone, anything you ever need, you come to me, eh?
Yeah, I can't see that happening, can you?
Come on, let's go see her. Wonder what she's thinking.
Tommy!
Rita reckons she can hear us, but I don't know what to say to her.
You were out early this morning. I was calling you.
Couldn't sleep. Plus, I'd rather be here.
I was going to run you to the bank with Tyrone.
No, it's okay. I'll call him later. Didn't want to miss her coming round.
Is that what the doctor said? They're bringing her round?
Well, not yet, but today, hopefully. I mean, we'll know more when the doctor sees her later.
So, we'll get to the bank now then, yeah?
Dad, it's okay. I'll get you the money. Don't worry.
Don't worry. Rick wants that cash. When she comes round, she won't want to find you in the bed next to her in a worse state than her. Or in the morgue.
She might be able to hear you. Stop stressing her.
So let me pay off the scummy loan shark.
The bank's not even open yet. I'm on it. I was thinking on the bus what I should say to you if you could hear me. Thought I should wind you up so you'd wake up and wallop me. Just keep so still. No. You can't hear me, can you? You wouldn't let me sit here this scared. I love you. Please keep fighting. Please don't die.
I thought you were a mate of Tommy's.
I'm more his mate than you've ever been his dad.
So where's the money?
It's for him, not you.
I'm looking out for him.
Because of the danger that you put him in.
It's you putting him in danger playing at Meccano instead of getting the cash he needs.
That you need, you mean?
Rick goes for soft targets. Look at Tina! So I ask you again, where's the money? I know Tommy's rang you.
Yeah, well, I couldn't get free this morning. And I couldn't exactly go telling Kevin, could I? So when he's finished his dinner, I'm going. But I'm handing nothing to you.
is between Tommy and me.
Take your time. It's not like Tommy might die while you're waiting for Kevin to finish his tuna and mayonnaise, is it?
Right, come on, get this down you.
I'm hungry. Really.
You need feeding. I know you boys, when you're upset, you forget to look after yourself.
Look, I couldn't.
Oh, sweetheart. You're full of fear, that's why you're not hungry. I saw it in our Gary when he was going off to fight, but fear won't keep your body moving. And it won't keep you strong for Tina. Will it? Well, she'll be all right. You'll see.
Mate, thank you. It's okay. I know Jack wouldn't have seen you in trouble. Don't let Terry think Jack would have done out for him, right?
No, of course not.
Are you going to eat that or what?
Here you are. We've been to see Tina.
We thought you'd be there.
I had some stuff to do.
Well, it must have been important to bring you back here when they're trying to bring her round.
She's conscious. They said they'd phone.
Not yet. The doctor said he's going to start the process.
It's a flaming answer phone message. It never ran. Yeah, I'm at Weatherfield General.
Tommy! Tommy!
Oh, it's funny, isn't it? Wherever you are, there's always trouble.
Where's he going? He said he was meeting Tyrone here.
Do you know, I look at you, and I look at them nurses, and the care and dedication, and the doctor worrying about bringing that poor girl out of her coma.
They're bringing Tina round.
Going to be... Just look at him, making out that he cares. He's a waste of skin and bone, him. Always has been.
Wait!
They're bringing her round.
The money.
I've got it.
Give it me.
Look, I'm going to go show her that I've got it, that we've got Rick off our backs, that we've got nothing to be scared of.
He's here.
What?
Rick. I just seen him in the car park. I had to stop him from coming up. I don't know if it was you or her that he was trying to get, but... No, it's OK. I told him that we had the money. Talked him down. He's waiting for me now. Give it here. I'll deal with him. You go and be with Tina.
You tell him if I ever set eyes on him again.
You won't. Tar, give my love to Tina, won't you?
Is something wrong? What's happening?
It's okay, we're monitoring her, that's all.
Why isn't she conscious?
You have to be patient. How her body responds will tell us how bad the damage is.
What does that mean? That she might not come round?
We hope she will. We're keeping a close eye on her. And like I say, we need to be patient and hope for the best.
Why is she still like this?
It's only been a few hours.
How long does it take her? She's going to wake up, isn't she?
Well, she's no longer sedated. Her blood seems normal. She should be responding by now.
What does that mean? Tina?
Hello, Tina, you're in hospital. Let's prepare for extubation and transfer her onto ward oxygen.
Everything's going to be OK, all right? You're going to be fine.
All right. Good.
If you don't stop staring at me, I'll ask the doctors to put me back under.
I'm never going to let anyone hurt you ever again. You're safe now. He's gone. I borrowed the money off Tyrone to make him go away. Yeah, I know. I should kill him, but it's like a cockroach. You kill one, 100 turn up at the funeral.
He's gone.
For good.
I'm sorry.
Sorry? What for?
I think you'll miss him.
Who you'll miss is a lone shark.
We're talking about your dad.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about the guy who did this to you. But my dad has got the money. He's paying Rick off.
No, your dad did this to me, Tommy. It wasn't Rick. It was Terry.
Just in time. And all that bull about Rick.
Oh, she's talking then. Well, that's got to be a good sign.
She could have died, you scumbag.
Oh, she's a survivor. I knew she'd be fine.
You'd have just left her for dead.
Oh, wind your neck in your drama queen.
All you care about is the money. Everyone said all along you were a scumbag and I was just a clown who kept the faith.
Out of the way.
No chance. So, it was you, all along.
She's confused. She had a bump on the bonce, remember?
You as good as knocked her over, then you were going to leave her for dead.
Is that what she told you? That's concussion talking, kid.
But if I hadn't have turned up...
She fell. She cracked her nuts.
Yeah, and you were just going to leave her there.
I don't do postmortems. No pun intended.
You were just going to do the off with Ty's money.
Duckworth money, the only ever perk of being a Duckworth.
You were just going to disappear.
I don't do goodbyes.
Yeah.
For schmaltzy stuff.
You left Tina for dead, and now you're going to leave me for dead.
You don't half build up your part.
I stuck up for you. I had your back.
Look, do I wish that things had turned out different? You betcha.
Nothing's changed. You're still the same lowlife who sold me when I was a baby.
It wasn't as black and white as that, actually.
They gave you every penny they had.
Well, he did a good job. Except you could do with a bit of toughening up.
Why was I determined to find any good in you, eh?
Don't beat yourself up, son. Another time, another place, we'd have made a good team.
Another planet.
Give me the money, son.
I'm no son of yours.
I'm sorry you feel that way, but that is my money, fair and square.
That loan shark killed Tina's dad. He don't take no prisoners.
It's me he's after. You and your bird are small fry.
That's bull, and you know it.
I know that you've got my money and I should be on the M6.
Dad, he'll kill us.
Always building up your part. If Rick wants the big bucks, you think he's going to come after a minimum wage grease monkey? Hand over the money!
This isn't time, Dad. Either it's a relationship with me or 9 grand in cash. You're actually doing this, aren't you? Leaving me up to my neck in it.
You're better off without me, Tom.
Me or the money? That was a no-brainer for you, wasn't it?
And bad news, son. The good news is that you're nothing like me. Selling you when you were a baby was the best thing I ever did. You're a good kid, Tom.
You're the scum of the earth.
Ain't that the truth? See you, kidder.
What do you want?
Well, I've heard some stupid questions in my time.
Yeah, we'll try Terry Duckworth.
Where is he?
Probably halfway up the M6 by now.
I don't like your attitude.
Yeah, well, I'm skinned.
Not even an emergency fiver. My granny always had a safety pin, first-class stamp and emergency fiver in her purse.
Fascinating.
Tina will be expecting a bunch of flowers, won't she? Ward 3G, the receptionist said.
You stay away from her.
That depends on you, Thomas.
I don't owe you a penny.
Your dad does.
So go find him.
No need. Bird in the hand and all that.
How many more times? I've got no money.
Tough. The debt passes from father to son, like a war medal or family heirloom. Or eczema.
You don't get it, do you? I'm skint.
Don't sweat the small stuff. I want my 9 grand back, and you're the only man for the job. I'll sort the logistics. Say hi to Tina.
What did Efford say for himself?
Plenty. Look, forget him. How's your head?
Tommy.
The main thing is that he's gone. He gave the money to Rick, then legged it.
The whole 9 grand?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Saw it with my own eyes. We don't owe Rick a penny.
Oh, that's a way off.
Tell me about it.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, we'll believe it. All you need to do now is rest up. Come home in one piece.
I really thought your dad was going to run off with that money, you know.
He was. I had to guilt trip him into doing the right thing.
Not a hero. Hmm?
Are you in pain?
Headache. That's all. Oh, poor Tyrone. All his inheritance is just gone.
Don't.
How will we ever pay him back?
Has to be another one. Look at the state of you.
I'll live. No thanks to you, Dad.
don't have a dad anymore. You're my family. You and Ty.
Will you stay with me while I fall asleep?
Of course I will. I'm going nowhere.